Hello, beautiful souls. I have felt very called to provide an energy transmission for self betrayal because it's when we are in childhood, and also this goes back to past lives, right? Where we somehow betrayed ourselves. We betrayed our own energy. We betrayed, maybe we didn't follow our dreams. We betrayed ourselves in that way. Or there's so many different ways that we can betray ourselves, right? Or that we're taught to betray ourselves. And that starts with the home and how we experienced love. I've recently realized and cleared out that I defined love as betrayal, as abandonment, as judgment, as criticism, as hurt, and as pain, amongst other things. So this energy transmission is to help bring up those issues where you're betraying yourself so that you can clear it, so that you can sit with it. And if you do not need to sit with it and clear it, then those programs will just be wiped. And so, yeah, enjoy. May this serve in the highest and best way. So clearing out any energies in the throat where we betrayed ourselves, where we swallowed perhaps someone else's lie, and we cut off our own truth. We were cut off or disconnected from our own truth. So sometimes our inner voice was actually screaming at us and we didn't listen. We silenced it, we hushed it, we swallowed it. We swallowed lies in order to quiet our own inner voice, our own internal knowing. Ishtasiatya, Dasyatya, Ashasyatya, Yasha. Erasing the programs that we bought into as kids, as children. This is also clearing the self-betrayal across lifetimes, timelines, space, dimension, reality. Clearing those templates so that we may start anew. So that we may bring in healthy boundaries, so that we may bring in honoring of our own divinity, of our own choice, our own free will choice, honoring of our own energy, our own boundaries, so that we do not go into these programs again, this conditioning, so that we can actually recognize cognizantly when there is programs of control, scarcity, fear, wanting to influence us to betray our own truth. So clearing that out of the cells so that you can detox these programs from your physical vessel. When these programs are in our vessel, when we are operating on them, we begin to play into and create false timelines, which then distorts our reality. Clearing those distortions so that you may be clear, right? 2020 clarity, 2020 vision, so that you may see with 2020 vision, not necessarily through the eyes, but with your extra senses, starting with your discernment. Clearing the templates, clearing these programs. You do not need these programs. These programs are no longer serving your highest good, and they are no longer serving the highest good of humanity. It is time, if you allow, breathe deeply and allow these programs to be wiped from your hardware, from your software. You are a divine bioenergetic computer, and we are wiping these programs from your hardware, bringing in new templates, bringing in the highest template available, bringing in upgrades for you, bringing in upgrades to self-love, to self-worth, to self-honoring, to seeing the self, to seeing yourself truly, to seeing your truth clearly. Anchoring in the heart. Anchoring in the heart. Anchoring in the heart. Anchoring in your truth within the heart space, and clearing debris, residue, clearing, making space within the heart to anchor here. There are heart walls, there are judgments you're holding around yourself, blame, shame, disowning, rejecting yourself in your heart. And therefore, we are clearing this clutter, what is no longer needed for your highest and best good, highest and best growth, to align with your highest timelines, to align with your highest self. You no longer need these programs. We can anchor into the heart. It is safe. It is time. It is safe. It is time. It is safe. It is time. It is time. It is safe for us to fully anchor into the heart and allow our hearts to be wide open. We no longer need to betray ourselves. We no longer need to betray the other self. Anchoring in new templates of living in the heart, being in one's truth, without judging another. This is both and. This is Christ consciousness, anchoring into the heart, realizing that we can live our truth. We can live our truth. We can live our truth without blaming, shaming, rejecting another. This is the template of a truly empowered and sovereign being. So this will bring up any programs, any thoughts, any realizations that need to happen in order for you to realign to you, yourself, your truth, your heart. Anchoring into the heart, anchoring into the heart, anchoring into the heart. It has its own logic, it has its own vision, and it knows the way. You do not have to betray your heart anymore. You do not have to betray your own light anymore. You can have you, and you can have the other too. We no longer have to betray ourselves to fit in to what other people want us or think we should be, do, have, say, whatever. And we can also have the other. We can have both. We can have ourselves. We can have the other. No shame, no blame, no betrayal, no rejection, no abandonment. We do not have to choose. We can live without betrayal of the self, of the other, of all of it. Remember, I'm hearing, remember that it must have not have been important. It must have not have been important. Either that or it'll come back. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember that you can have it all. And just because you were told that you couldn't have it all doesn't make it truth. Doesn't make it true. Someone, whoever told you that, was living from lack, was living from their own programming and projected it. Remember, you have the free will to choose whether or not you choose yourself or whether or not you betray yourself or the other. We are all connected. You cannot betray yourself without betraying the other. That's what was coming in before. Remember that if you can betray another, that means you are betraying someone else. Or if you can betray another, that means you are betraying yourself in some form or another. The reflections, the mirrors that you call the other, we attract them. They come into our life to illuminate pieces of us that have been lost in our subconscious, unconscious minds. We are in the age, the golden age, the age of Aquarius, the age of empowerment. We no longer need to betray ourselves. We can live our truth. We can live our dreams. We can live in alignment. We can live in harmony with ourselves and with the other. We do not have to argue. We do not have to shame. We do not have to judge. We can simply be. We can simply live in our truth, in our harmony, in our being, and allow others to do the same. We no longer have to betray ourselves, our dreams, our truth, our heart. Blessings. I love you. Mm-hmm.